Hello there. Today I will be discussing my research proposal topic, which is about the Swinburne students' perception and behavior toward the reusable drink cup. So this proposal will actually focus on how Swinburne students think about the reusable drink cup and what factors actually influence their choice and decision making between the reusables and the single-use cup. So here are what we're going to discuss today. First, I will go through the introduction to you guys about my topic, and I will explain this research problem, and I will discuss the aim, objective, or whatever the question. And after that, I'm going to explain how it is linked to the literatures, how I will conduct my methodology to research, and how I will do my qualitative analysis, and how is the time scale, and what are the resources used for this as well. And I'm going to conclude everything and attach with the references as well. So uh, the single-use cup are common in student life, especially when students buy coffee, tea, or bubble tea or water, whatever they buy regularly. So coffee or tea, especially around the campus. The reusable cups are promoted as a more sustainable option because they can reduce waste if people use them regularly. And however, students may care about the sustainability, but they still choose the convenience over it. For example, they may forget to bring their reusable cups, or they may not actually want to wash their cup as well after they use it. Because of this, my research will focus on the Swinburne students' real let's say real reusable cup behavior, not only just their environmental awareness, because I assume that they know a lot of things, but will they actually go with the reusable? A lot of people are just like choosing the convenience over the environment. So moving on to the research problem. So basically the research problem here is the gap between the environmental awareness and the actual behavior. So the single-use cups actually create waste whenever they are used frequently, and the reusable cups can help reduce those wastes, but they only help if the students themselves use them regularly and more often. This problem is that many students may understand that the reusable cup are better, but they may still just go with the single use because they are easier, they are more convenient for them. So students may forget to bring their reusable cups, or they may avoid carrying them around, or they may avoid washing them after they use it. So this research will try to understand why this gap happens among the Swinburne students. So here is the aim of this research is to explore students' perceive and the use of the reusable drinks cup. It also aims to identify the main factors that influence their choice and decision making between the reusable and single-use cup. And the main research question is how do Swinburne students perceive and use the reusable drink cup. And another important question is the what are the factors that actually influence their the choices and decision making toward the cup. And these questions are really suitable for a qualitative analysis research because they will focus on the students opinion, experiences, and the reasons behind it. Here are five objectives in this research. The first objective is to understand the students' current cup use behavior, and the second one is to explore their environmental concern as well. And the third one is to identify the convenience-related barriers, and such as forgetting, carrying, or washing the reusable cups. And the fourth one is to examine whether the discount, reward, or extra charges can influence the decision making of the student. And the final objective is to suggest how Swinburne and Café in the nearby area of the campus can actually support the reusable. So moving on to the how it is linked to the literature. Basically, the literature shows that the reusable cup behavior is influenced by more than environmental concern. A lot of previous studies suggest that inconvenience can stop people from using the reusable cups, uh, even when they understand the sustainability. So here are the references that support them. I don't have to go specifically through everything here because it's gonna like take a lot of time. So I'm going to move forward to how I uh, let's say conduct my methodology for this research. So this research uses a interpretivist research philosophy, which means that the research focuses on the understanding of the students' personal experiences, opinions, and reasons. It does not aim to measure the behavior with a statistic, but instead of that, it will try to understand why students make certain choices and decisions in life. So this methodology is actually a qualitative because it is suitable uh, for the research to explore student thought and experiences in a very detailed way. So this research strategy is a semi-structured interview. I will ask three Swinburne students to for the interview separately. The interviews will be recorded, transcribed, and analyzed. So this method is useful because it will allow a set of prepared questions, uh, but it also gives space to follow up for the add-on question as well, so that I will be able to go deeper with the interviewees. So of course, this is a qualitative analysis, so it will use the thematic analysis, which means that the interview transcripts will be reviewed carefully. The repeated ideas are able to be identified. The similar idea are grouped together into themes. So there are four main themes in this research. The first theme is the convenience and the habit. This means that students may choose the single use cup because it is easier, because the reusable cup are inconvenient. The second theme is about the environmental concern against the real behavior. Students may care about the environment but does not always lead them to action. The third theme is about the incentive and charges. Discounts, reward, or extra charges may influence their behavior as well. And the last one is about the support from the Swinburne and cafes. This includes washing stations, reward programs, or free reusable cups. So this theme might help answer to the main research question as well. So moving on to the timescale and resources for this research. So the research timescale is actually divided into clear stages. In week 2, this research topic and research question were developed, and week 3, 4, the literature review was prepared. Week 5, the interview guide were developed. Week 9, 10, 6, 7, the interviews and transcript were completed. And in week 10 and 11, it will comes to the stage of analysis, report, and the presentation will be prepared. And the resources needed for this project are very simple. I just need only a laptop. I just need only Microsoft Word. I just need only PowerPoint and recording software, or some sort of material that I can use to support for my interview as well. So there is no major funding needed because this is actually an easy one. I can do my interview online. So in conclusion, this proposal explores the reusable cup behavior among Swinburne students. So this research focuses on a real student's experiences, not only the general environmental ideas. The key factors in the studies are convenience, habit, environmental concern, incentive, and support from the Swinburne along with the nearby cafe if possible. So this proposal actually helps explain the gap between the awareness and action. Students may know that the reusable cups are better, but they may still choose the single-use cup because they are more convenient for them to use. And this research is useful because it can suggest the practical ways to make reusable cups easier and more realistic for the student to use. So here are what I wanted you guys to at least take away in this conclusion. And moving on to the references. So here are the references used in this proposal as well. The sources actually help support the literature review and the research direction, because they are connected to the reusable cup use, student behavior, and financial incentive as well. So inconvenient and institutional support are also part of them. And that is all for my presentation. And I hope you guys will be having a great day today. And I know that all of you guys will have your break after this. So I hope everything will be good for you. So yep, see you I don't know, but someday. Yep, thank you. Bye bye.